At about 9:30 in the morning, Brigadier General Ewell ordered the advance on Talana Hill. The men came out from behind the safety of the rock walls down at the farmstead, through the quickset hedge, and started advancing through the open ground to try and gain the first ridge on the side of Talana Hill. They were met by a veritable hail of Mauser bullets as they came up to the open space, not only from the Boers on the plateau here, but also from the crossfire from Lennox Hill to their right. Fortunately, many men could take cover behind the transect wall that ran up the side of the hill. Many men, their courage failed them, and they rushed back to the shelter of the farmhouse. But as they saw men made it safely to the wall, they too advanced. The trouble is, as they got to the wall here, to put your head over the wall was instant death. Colour Sergeant Clark says that as he arrived at the wall, dropped down behind a rock, 2 bullets hit the rock above his head. After some time, he was ordered to lift up his helmet to see if it would draw Boer fire. And it was absolutely smashed to smithereens.
Yes, of course, the problem for the British at this stage was not only were they being fired at from the crest of Talana Hill, but also from Lennox Hill over there. The crossfire from Lennox Hill was a major problem because they were being shot at from the side and from the back. And this stone wall really was the crux of the whole battle, because initially the Utrecht and Wakkerstroom commando had come down, lying on this side, shooting down at the advancing British. But as the British came up, they fell back to the crest, and now the British by 10 o'clock had taken this stone wall from this side, and they were making ready for that final onslaught on Talana crest. And of course this was an important time of the battle.
For some time, of course, the British artillery had done their job in trying to subdue the Boer fire, and it was time to advance from this rock wall and advance on the last crest of Talana Hill. Lieutenant Colonel Bobby Gunning of the King's Royal Rifles stood up and shouted to his men, "Come on, lads, remember Majuba." Of course, that had been the rallying cry of the Royal Rifles for several years, since they had run into some disaster on the side of Majuba Hill in 1881, and this was time for revenge.